Guys, hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Brew Crew. I'm Ron.
I'm Corey. Today we got something a little bit different. We haven't done a lot of these styles of beers, but this is one of the best examples in all the world. This is Weihenstephaner's Heffe Weissbier.
Glub, 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 glub.
All right, so I don't know if you saw during our pour shot there, but one of the things you do when you drink a cool Hefeweizen is that you pour it most of the way with a little bit left, you swirl it, and you pour the yeast in because Hefeweizen means what?
Yeast wheat.
And so what's cool about these beers is that a lot of times we get stuff that's like malt forward or hops forward. These are more yeast driven. It's going to give off different flavors.
Yeah, and I got to be honest. I've seen this beer in the store for a very long time, but I am guilty of judging a beer by its cover, and the label isn't extremely exciting and visually appealing, so I've actually just, purposefully avoided it, but just have never been intrigued enough to try it. So I'm pretty pumped about trying one of the most world-famous style or examples of the style.
Yeah, and this is actually one of those beers that got me into different beers. You know, when I was in college, they had a German-style bar called Steinkellers, and they poured this and my favorite wheat beer ever, Franziskaner, all the time. And so for me, this is kind of like one of the stepping stones into craft. So
Sure.
I love this beer. I already know that going into it, but I think...
And I have no clue, so we'll see.
Let's dive in. I mean, right away you get those just big phenolic clove and banana. It almost smells a little bit like a Saison as well.
Yeah, I was going to say it's very Saison-esque because for me it's more hay.
Yeah.
Grassy, barn, kind of funky, you know, and at least from the nose it's already pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a very...
springy, refreshing.
Exactly. Springy, refreshing. It seems like it's going to be easy drinking. It's got a little earthy spiciness to it, too.
Yeah. It's a little less banana-y than I was expecting.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times with these sort of Belgian-y styles, German styles, you get a lot of that. And you touched on it, clove but banana kind of feel to it. It's not my favorite thing in the world, so I'm kind of happy that aspect is dialed down more than I would have thought.
Yeah. Well, so far in the aroma, but the only way to see if it dialed down the taste is to do so. So let's take a taste.
Cheers.
I mean, to me, that's just beautiful. It's really fruity. Really, it's got this nice sweet maltiness to it. The malt actually does stand out fairly well. It's not just all banana and clove. But that earthiness, that hay, and that clove really comes out as well. It's really nice.
Yeah, I know it's not a sour beer, but it's got that acidity aspect to it where it's mouth-watering and kind of like succulent, and I don't know, it's pretty interesting, really kind of nice. This is ridiculously drinkable.
Yeah.
Like, there is no lingering bitterness from hops. There's no super malt forward presence. It's really just right down the line, which normally I would complain about, but in this instance, I could drink a lot of these. This is very, very appealing. Yeah. For people who might be coming from Lagerville, or a big macro brew, this isn't going to weigh you down like a lot of craft beer tends to feel like. Yeah. You could still really enjoy a few of these.
Yeah.
Because it's light, it's fairly low alcohol.
Yeah.
And really just sort of enjoyable to a very large crowd.
Ron, all that being said, I know this isn't quite your favorite type of style, but I think you're enjoying this beer. What are you going to give this?
I've been on a hop kick lately.
Yeah.
I've been getting IPAs as often as I can.
Yeah.
This is a very nice kind of detour. I'm really surprised how much I enjoy this. I'm going to go 95.
Okay.
Solid A. I really like it. I'm definitely going to get it again.
Yeah. Like I said, I've known this one. I've liked this one for a while. So nothing here is quite new to me, but I'm right there with you. I'm going to go 97. I think it is a classic example of the style for a reason. It's just very, very well done, well crafted. It just, to me, tastes like what a wheat beer should taste like. But like I said, that Franz, it's got a more special place in my heart. So it's not quite 100, but a 97 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Lesson learned. Don't judge the beer by the label. I know we've said it before. I have to take my own advice because this is really, really good, and it just sits there on the shelf waiting for me, and now I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, and if you see it on the shelf, make sure you go and pick it up too. If you have not already done so, I believe you're going to love this one. I think a lot of people are going to. And until you do, always remember,
We're the Brew Review crew.
we'll review.
A brew for you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Guys, thanks for checking out another episode of a very classic beer. If there are other classic wheat-style beers that you think that we should drink, go ahead and leave those in the comment section below. And don't forget to give us that thumbs up, share it with your friends. Go ahead and like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, and then we will see you next time.